Good morning and welcome to Wake Up and Rise, the morning show that brings you the latest information, motivation, and inspiration you need to rise above. I'm your host, Dustin Williams, husband to the last good woman on earth, father to 3 amazing kiddos, and Kentucky's favorite real estate expert. Each episode is designed with you in mind, providing you with insightful tips, daily inspiration, and strategies to succeed. So grab your cup of coffee, settle in, and let's rise together because it is time to wake up and rise. Good morning, there I am. Good morning and welcome to episode 59 of Wake Up and Rise. I'm your host, Dustin Williams, coming to you live from my makeshift studio here in my new to me old house in my home office in Paris, Kentucky. It is December the 4th. That's right, guys. We're one day closer to Christmas. It is 6:39 a.m. And today we're going to talk all about breaking through your barriers. That's right. We're going to talk about breaking through your barriers so you can tap into your limitless potential. Today's episode is all about overcoming the barriers that hold us back. Whether it's self-doubt, fear of failure, or even external obstacles. We all face the roadblocks. And those roadblocks, they can seem insurmountable. Here's the thing. Those barriers can also become the stepping stones to our biggest breakthroughs. Let's kick things off with a powerful quote from Nelson. This is from Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible. It always seems impossible until it's done. Isn't that the truth, though? I mean, think about the moments in your life when you pushed through something that felt impossible. Those are the moments that define us, not just because we succeeded, but because we learned to believe in ourselves. Breaking through barriers doesn't have to be overwhelming either. And you know about me, right? I'm all about practical advice. So here are 3 practical steps to get you started. Number 1, identify the root cause. Is the barrier internal? Is it within you? Or is it external? If it's internal, if it's something like fear or procrastination, acknowledge it without judgment, right? You already know, just state the fact. You don't have to make yourself feel bad about it. If it's external, like a lack of resources, brainstorm creative solutions. Come up with ways to overcome that. Number 2, create small wins. I can't tell you how important it is to create those small victories and to celebrate on big barriers, big things that you need to overcome can seem less intimidating when you focus on small, achievable goals. Each small win builds momentum and confidence. Number 3, embrace the power of persistence. Sometimes the key isn't being perfect. It's being consistent. Keep showing up even when it's hard. Even when it's hard. I have a friend who I went to college with. And she shared with me once. She shared how she overcame her fear of public speaking. Right? We were in this what is it? English. It was an English class, or I don't remember what the specific class was, but the whole class, you had to write papers and you had to give speeches. It wasn't a big class. There was probably 30 students or less. Might not even been 30. It may have been more like 20 or 25. But the whole premise of this class is you had to write papers and you had to give speeches. You had to write speeches and give speeches. It was speaking. And she had this serious fear of public speaking, which a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I mean, I'm not, even when I get in front of a crowd, it's not, I just wasn't born to do it, But she had to overcome that fear to get through that class. And she did it. She did it by joining a local group of different people, not students. And at first, she said her voice shook with every word. But with practice and support, she delivered a speech. She delivered a speech in our class that was the best speech in the entire class. She nailed it. The teacher said that it was probably the best speech that she'd heard in her years of teaching. And her story just reminds me, I was thinking about that today. It just reminds me that fear is often just a stepping stone to courage, right? It's just a stepping stone to courage. You see, she really, really struggled so much. I mean, the class was already set up. It was already strangers, but she struggled so much that she went out into the public and found a group of complete strangers that she wouldn't have to be around again if she didn't want to be, to practice speaking. Kind of pushed her. All that fear gave her the courage to go out and do something different, and it paid off in the end. So as you go about your day today, think about one barrier that you want to overcome. One barrier. Write it down. Take one small intentional step toward breaking through it. Remember, your barriers do not define you. Your determination does. I'll be back here tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. with another episode of Wake Up and Rise. And until then, this is Dustin Williams reminding you to wake up, rise up, and make today to count. If you found this episode helpful, share this out on your feed. Tell somebody about it. Send this episode to somebody or any of the episodes. Help me build a community where we can lean in to one another and lift each other up. I need your guys' help to do that. So let's build something amazing. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. Until then, you guys get out there today and shine.